So let's get right into it. So the best way to generate a tech pack with AI tech packs is to start by uploading a clean front and back image. And as you see here, I'm adding some text data. I've already taken some measurements of the shirt, so I'm adding those in. And then I'm also adding some details about the material. It's always a good idea to add some anchor measurements and some anchor points, right? And then I'm adjusting the size range, and then we just start generating. Once the generation is done, I like to quickly skim over and just give the PDF a quick read. So right here, I'm flipping through the PDF and I'm just checking what does the initial generation looks like and identifying points that I need to start editing. When I'm ready to start editing, the first thing I usually do is I go over to Techpack Mama, I open her up. Techpack Mama is a very powerful chatbot that holds all knowledge of your entire tech pack and can also help you make edits. And right here, I'm asking Techpack Mama to verify if the tech pack generated followed the rules that I requested it to have, which in this case, I provided 3 custom measurements as well as specific details of material. Even if the generation is wrong, I can always edit it using Techpack Mama. If Techpack Mama identifies mistakes, I will actually be able to have Techpack Mama edit those mistakes out. Or I can, which I will show you later, I can manually edit it as well. So as you can see here, Techpack Mama has returned some suggestions. And then we're just going to start reading what Techpack Mama has to say. So it seems like for the most part, the tech pack that got generated does follow our rules. So there's not really much to change. I think right here is just recommending some rounding issues. That's pretty much it. So because I measured originally in size XS, we're just going to make sure that sample size is in XS. If it's not, you can change it right there on the top corner. In our flat sketch section, you see we have all of our sample size measurements. We have measurement lines, and we can even regenerate and add and adjust our flat sketch by submitting prompts like that, and then just clicking the regenerate button. So just give it a bit to load. And then there we go, we have our revised flat sketch. You also have a couple other options here. You can go through your version history and always go back and revert to different versions of any AI generated image within this app and this editor. You can also download this image as an SVG or a PNG and then edit it, and then also upload your custom flat sketch image here in this area too. Up on the top here, you'll see that our AI automatically hides some measurement lines. It has hidden some measurement lines because it identified that when it drew those measurement lines, it was inaccurate. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going through all of those hidden measurement lines and then adjusting the points by simply just dragging the ends to where they need to go to make it look accurate and pretty and eligible. If the tech pack is missing any measurement lines, all you need to do is drag and draw your measurement line and it will be added automatically to your measurement table. Okay, now we're in the placement guide and the callout section. This is a useful section to call out interesting features to the manufacturer. As you see here, I can drag and drop the placement points to reposition where the callouts are happening. Then I can also click on crop from garment and then just refocus and recrop the focused image so that way the manufacturer can get an accurate representation on what's actually being called out. Over here, I can also regenerate the placement guide image. Now this regeneration is only regenerating that background image. So I can add, for example, like I'm adding a left chest pocket to reflect like the flat sketch, right? Like I can do this using this text prompt here, or I can also replace the background image with a custom image that I already have. And then as you can see here, a pocket has been added, and I can also go and look through my version history and see if I don't like it. I can go back to the previous version, and then I can continue regenerating more images if I want to, and I'll be able to just track them throughout my version history and choose the best one. And now because we have a new feature in the garment, we're going to want to add a new callout. To do that, I just hover my mouse over where I want the callout to be and I click on it. And when I click on it, this pop-up panel shows up, and then I can, edit it and then crop the image out, etc. And that will make a brand new callout for that section. And then here I am just adjusting the accuracy of the callout for sleeve cuff buttons You can see here this was pretty badly cropped in the initial generation, so I'm just doing this manually. Now I'm going over to our BOM, and inside of our BOM I already noticed that we have two repeating items, main fabric and main fabric rind. So that's a redundancy, so I just deleted one. And then because we added a new pocket, I'm going to also add that pocket to our BOM. So here I go, I've just added our pocket, and I can actually generate an artwork reference for every single BOM item that I want to have. So here it is generating a picture of a left chest pocket. We'll see how it turns out. And then while I was waiting for that to be generated, I noticed that there are some errors in the text referencing centimeters and not inches. So I figured I just asked Techpack Mama to go through the entire Techpack and look for any references to centimeters and change it to inches, because there's a lot of text in a Techpack and I don't really want to read everything, and I believe that the AI system can actually find those errors faster than me and a lot more accurate. So while I'm waiting for Techpack Mama to do her work, I'm going back to my artwork page. I'm going to the fabric page so I can see the pocket that was generated. I noticed that I do have a pocket, but it's not white, so I'm just requesting for it to make it white. And then now Techpack Mama, while we're waiting for the artwork to be regenerated, Techpack Mama has returned her answer, and yes, she did find some areas that need to be changed because the text is not using, inches. So Techpack Mama here has recommended some edits, and pretty soon here I am about to accept those edits. And I'm just making sure again that I'm reading through everything, because sometimes Techpack Mama is asking me for questions and confirmation. And it's very important that we are reading all the information that's coming in to understand if we want to accept changes or reject them. And then now I'm going back to my artwork section for fabrics. And then here within our artwork sections, we can add individual color codes to each artwork to specify and really hone in on color detail. You can also add multiple colors here as well. And I noticed it wasn't pure white, so I just wanted to get it to be pure white. I also noticed that the left chest pocket is missing colors completely. So here I just wanted to demonstrate that Techpack Mama can actually just fill in this information for you as well. Sometimes when Techpack Mama is unsure of what to do, she will ask you questions and then just ask you to confirm and answer her questions before she proceeds with any actions. Okay, so now we have some more Techpack Mama results that are coming back. Again, I'm just reading through everything, making sure everything looks good before I accept the changes. So as we see here, Techpack Mama actually went ahead and regenerated some images for us. I accepted those, and I also accepted some of that text data. So now both of my colors in both artworks are now filled in. Next, we're going to take a tour of the color sheet page. So this color sheet page or color information page, the purpose of it is to explain to the factory all the different colors and color SKUs that your Techpack is supporting. So in this case, I can also ask Techpack Mama, for example, to add two different styles to my Techpack, which is red and blue. And Techpack Mama is done. And as you can see here, she has actually recolored our colors for us, which is nice. So now we have red and blue added to our Techpack. And then also right here, she's trying to add some information to our order sheet to support red and blue, but it was a little bit buggy, so I had to delete the red. And this actually presented a good opportunity for me to show you how to do it manually. So if anything doesn't work with Techpack Mama, you can always fix it manually. Just click, for example, here, add color. And then now we're going to be able to edit this SVG color. And we're changing the color to red. And then we're just going to click fill all. And then when we close it, our AI is actually going to recommend also new Pantone codes as well as new hex codes, as you can see here. And then we can choose if we want to apply those suggestions or not. Okay, now that everything's looking tidy, I'm back on the order sheet and I just want to set some order information for the red and blue products. I was kind of lazy just to type everything out, so I'm just going to have Techpack Mama fill in my order sheet for me. So you can see here, I'm applying the edits that Techpack Mama applied, and that just honestly saved me some time, and I just didn't want to punch in those numbers manually myself. Now we're at the cost sheet page. This is a page you might not want to send to the factory, so in this case here, I'm just going to delete that page. Whenever I delete a page, I can always restore that page, and then when I go back to the restored page, the original data will still be there. When I delete a page and then I save it, which I'll save this whole Techpack in a minute, you'll see that that page will no longer be included in the PDF. So now we're back in the PDF, and you'll see that we have 11 pages. It used to be 12, and that's because we deleted the cost sheet page. And now I'm just reviewing my PDF one more time. Now, if there is by any chance, for example, some reason why you can't finish your edits all within the software of AI Techpacks, you can also export your Techpack as an Excel sheet or as an Illustrator file. So right here, I am downloading the Excel sheet. And then when I open up the Excel sheet, it looks something like this. And I can easily copy and paste all of the rows and make text edits, and it's a pretty standard Excel file from what you would get from anything. And if I'm an AI Techpack Studio Plan customer, I also have access to the Illustrator plugin, and I can just connect AI Techpacks right to Illustrator. So here's Illustrator, and here's me opening up the Techpack in Illustrator using the plugin. This plugin here holds all of my Techpacks that I have generated in AI Techpacks and makes it easy with one click to open all of my Techpacks into Illustrator. This is what the Illustrator file looks like. It's a deconstructed version of the PDF. Everything is already separated in layers, so you can edit pretty much every single segment of this. And as you see right here, I'm just playing around with the position of the measurement lines just to demonstrate what it would be like to edit in Illustrator. Now you notice that our Techpack has branding on it, and if you're a paid customer, you can have access to the brand kit. Inside the brand kit, this is where you're going to want to put your logo and your brand name, as well as some standard contact information. That way, whenever you generate a brand new Techpack, all of this information will automatically be applied to that Techpack. And then when you're done with your Techpack, you can share your Techpack to the factory by using PDF or Excel. But what's even better is you can actually use the share to factory link instead, which gives you essentially like a little website that you can send over to the factory. And on the first page right here, it's essentially a purchase order page for your factory to quickly skim and understand how much you want to buy, what your requirements are, and then also your contact information. They can also leave comments on this page too if they have any questions or suggestions on your product that you're trying to develop. What's also super important and beneficial of using this link instead of sharing your Techpack as a PDF or an Excel sheet is that this website will always have your most up-to-date version of your Techpack automatically added. So you send over one link to your factory, and your factory will always have the latest information, and they should never be confused on what is being sent over to them. Additionally, on the back end of the software on your account, you can actually view how many times this Techpack has been viewed and also how long it has been read by your factory. You can also set a password to protect this page if you don't want your factory sharing this to anyone else. And as you see right here on this website, you can still download the PDF, so your factory can still download the PDF from this link too. So hopefully by now you've been building on AI Techpacks for quite a bit, and you have quite a few Techpacks in your account. Our average user actually has around 40 Techpacks in their account right now. So we've built an organization system where you can actually bulk add Techpacks into folders called collections. You can name your collections like this, assign and color code your collections, and then just click create and add these Techpacks over to your collection. And then now you can view all of your collections. And then within your collections, you can even track the status of the Techpack throughout the production pipeline. You can also manage and create custom statuses. So for example, we can add a quality control status like this. And then once it's added, it will simply be another column that I can drag my Techpack to set the status for. If you don't like this view, you can always go into a list view, and organize and set your statuses this way. Now, a lot of people have asked me, what do I do if I have created the perfect tech pack and now I want to create different variations of it? Do you guys support templates? Well, the answer to that is no, we don't support traditional templates out of the box. But what you just saw me do is I just duplicated a tech pack, and I can actually use Techpack Mama to take the duplicated tech pack and revamp it into whatever I want to build. And essentially, this is how we would handle templates in AI tech packs. So you would duplicate your tech pack, and then you can edit off of that tech pack. And oftentimes, especially when you're trying to make a lot of edits, for example, I'm trying to make a red version of this product here, only red, I'm just going to ask Techpack Mama to redo this tech pack as only for a red shirt. So you can see here now that Techpack Mama is giving her answer. It looks like she has generated some images for us and edited a bunch of text. And it's the same process over and over again here with Techpack Mama. You tell her what you want, you read her answer, and if you like it, you accept it. And if you don't like it, you click reject. And guys, that's really the basic principle of what the AI Tech Pack software is. AI Tech Packs isn't just a tech pack generator. Really, it's a robust editing software for tech packs built natively on top of AI. Everything I showed you here, you could do manually all with the AI Tech Pack software, and it's already faster than using Excel or Adobe Illustrator. But with AI built on top of it, this software is even 1,000 times more powerful. Anyways, thanks for listening. Hopefully you have learned something and check out AI Tech Packs, or if you're currently using us, I really hope that this helped answer some questions and showed you some of the best practices on how to use AI Tech Packs to really leverage the power of the software.